Hi guys, welcome to the next episode of Remote Work Bay. Today I'm going to talk about tips for managing a remote team. I spent the last 7.5 years as the head of community where I managed 30 different ambassadors across 10 different cities and 4 different time zones across the globe. It's not easy managing a team across so many different time zones, but I'm going to share some tools that have made it much easier to manage cross-functional communication, collaboration, and organization. The first set of tools are project management tools. These are project management softwares that help you manage your calendars. They also help you set meeting schedules, track assignments, and store documents. I love project management softwares because it gives you a very digestible bird's eye view of everything that is happening within your organization. 2 of my favorite project management softwares are Basecamp and Google Suite. A couple of other tools you may want to look at are Monday.com, Trello, and Asana as well. So the second topic we're going to talk about are meetings. My 2 favorite video conference call platforms are Zoom and Google Hangouts. The reason why I love Zoom is because it's really easy for you to share a meeting, record a meeting, and screen share within their desktop app. I also find Zoom to have the highest quality of video. A couple of other video conferencing apps that you might want to look at for yourself are Skype, FaceTime, and JoinMe. The third tool I want to talk about is messaging. How do we communicate with our coworkers and our managers all day long when we're virtual? My absolute favorite tool is Slack. Slack is great for real-time communication and one-on-one communication with everyone in your team and organization. You can organize chats by subject and topic, and you can integrate activity from platforms like GitHub and Trello. I also recommend using WhatsApp and GChat as other alternative options to Slack. The fourth subject I wanted to talk about is asset management. Where do you store all of this digital information and data and assets that you create within your remote team? I'm a huge fan of Google Drive just because a lot of my company emails are based off Gmail. So it's just nice to keep everything within the Gmail or Google economy. I also recommend Dropbox for larger files and Canva for all design related assets. And last but not least, Confluence is a really great tool as well. So the 5th topic are tracking tools. When you're working with an entirely remote team, you have to figure out ways to track people's time and where they spent it, especially when you're not sitting in the same office. 2 tools I really love are Time Doctor and Harvest. Both of these tools not only allow you to track the amount of time you worked every week, but it also allows you to give details on where each of those hours went. This allows your manager or client or coworkers to have a bird's eye view of where you are invoicing your time to. Last but not least, here are a couple tools on decision making. It's not easy to find meeting times when you have coworkers or clients from across different cities and time zones. So one of my favorite polling platforms that I like to use to set up meetings is Doodle. And there's also another one that I've used called Poly.ai. Doodle allows your team to create a poll for meeting times and availabilities that they have throughout the week, so you can find a time that works for everybody. You can also share your Google Calendar with all of your teammates, and that's another way for you to figure out what are the best times for you to meet as well. I know this episode was extra detailed with a lot of juicy information, so I'm going to drop links of all of the different tools that I mentioned in today's episode down below so you can check it out and look in more detail to figure out which tools work best for you and your company and you and your team. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Remote Work Bay. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe to my channel and I will see you next week.